Microsoft spent less on AI and the stock went up 15%. Meta spent more and the stock went down 9%. Why does that make sense? Well, we saw it with Google earnings. When Google announced higher investment spending, the stock went down. Investors in the market want to see less investment in the future. They want to see the payoff now. And this is why Meta, Facebook was punished, and Microsoft actually is up 15%. Why is it? Well, because Microsoft actually cut their investment spending, their capex spending, from 190 billion to 175 billion. That shows that they're trying to be a little bit more disciplined in this AI spending. Microsoft had a great earnings report. Cloud growth 43%, 90 billion in revenue, but they cut investment spending. Meta, on the other hand, their revenue was great, but their profit missed expectations by 13%, and their costs went up by 55%, and their investment spending increased from last quarter, and it's pretty high, and investors want to see discipline. This AI infrastructure build out we're starting to see is built on credit. And with interest rates being high the way they've been really since the Middle East tensions, that pushed the bond market up high in terms of interest rates and yields. The 30-year hit, I think, 5.2%, the highest in 19 years. That did the Fed's work for it. And when Kevin Warsh had his press conference yesterday, there wasn't much he could say. He was alluding to the fact that the bond market really did a lot of the Fed's work for it, and that's why they held interest rates. But interest rates are the biggest constraint right now, and it's all, starting, our tankers flowing through the Strait of Hormuz. We had a little bit of escalation on Wednesday night, but it looks like, the retaliation was done in a contained enough matter where it was only military strikes, from the U.S. to Iran. So that is a sigh of relief. It's weird to say that's a sigh of relief, but it's only military right now. And oil went from up 7% yesterday, and now it's down. And we're also seeing Qatar is having some LNG. LNG pretty much LNG, liquefied natural gas, flow through the Strait of Hormuz right now. So that's good news. That's, truth. But right now, everything is about credit for this AI build out. We don't want to see credit go through the roof in a high interest rate environment. That's a scary thing. And that's why the market's been acting the way it has been with increased investment spending. We don't want all this extra credit. We want to see payoff now. And that's why Microsoft was up 15%, spending less, and Meta was down 9%, spending more.